Today I'm going to be experimenting with the Ryobi 5-inch foam dual action cutting pads. And I'm actually going to try this on some furniture. I know they're mostly made for car enthusiasts, but furniture waxing and refinishing is a big deal as well, and something I have a particular need for right now. This old table has been recoated but still has some paint imperfections in it, and we're going to try to buff those out. Starting with the cutting process, which is actually a fine polishing compound, or a grit is a good way to describe it. And you step through that first at the cutting level, then at a polishing, and finally a waxing level. And I have some commercial car products for that. Ryobi makes a brushless, high-end, nice polishing device. I don't have that. What I have is their more entry-level dual-action buffing tool, mostly made for waxing. What I've done is I've applied some dual lock type hook and loop onto my buffing pad so that I can put the Ryobi dual-action cutting pad right on top of there. Get a nice firm mount. Instructions are to put 4 dime-sized drops on the cutting pad. And this is a rubbing compound. And then start applying this in a 2-foot area. Here we go. All right, so that's the first half of the table. I can see a couple areas. Here's a paintbrush here that's embedded in the paint that didn't come out, but we're gonna buff right back over that. Looks like it's applied a nice smooth finish on there. We're gonna try some more. Keep going on this process. Go again with our 4 drops. Part of the cutting process is that you don't push too hard. You want to use a machine to do this so that you don't burn in on any area, whether it's a car or a piece of furniture. A liquid cutting abrasive in there, specially made for this, helps keep it lubricated, keeping it from being overheated, and of course provides the grit that works on those fine paint particles. Velcro's done well. It's held the pad on. Was able to get all over this, I guess it's probably about a 3 square foot total area. Peel that right off. And next I'll move to the polishing and then a waxing phase. Okay, next I'm going to go for a polishing phase. This is a finer grit, and it's the same type of process. I am going to use this on the cutting pad because it's the pad that I have. The instructions are similar. We're going to put a little bit on here. It says to go at a slower speed for this, but this Ryobi only has 1 speed. It says to go over the area 4 to 5 times. The next phase after using the polishing compound is to wipe out the polish. So we've already gone through and done a cut and then a polish. What we're going for is a super glossy finish. And we're almost there. After we wipe off the polish, the last one will be to apply and buff out wax. And I've read that you want to use a wax that has carnauba in it. Carnauba oil from the carnauba nut. It's a Brazilian nut. So our final step is to apply a carnauba wax. Carnauba. And it says to do a little bit on a clean cotton towel or terry cloth. Spread that in evenly and let that dry. And then we'll use our buffer buff that to a high shine. Again, you don't want to do this in direct sunlight. You don't want things drying too fast. Want that wax to fill in any little paint imperfections. Well, this table's got a lot of them. The nice thing about this table is it's not nearly as big as my car. So we can go through and get it done pretty quick. And we'll just let that dry for a bit. All right, the wax is dried. I've got a clean buffing pad applied to the 4,000 RPM Ryobi buffer. We're just going to see how this polishes up. The finished product has a real nice shine to it. I've still got something to learn about cutting and doing a better job there, but I'm very pleased with what this has done for my furniture.